Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the other apostles and the other bishops of Great Millstone who work very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel and truth and sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh Bashem Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election Yahweh Bashem Shai, Lord willing, upon your houses. Hey man, so I was sitting here, watching some videos, Elder Apostle Remlob, Elder Apostle Gabar, and so on and so forth, man. And basically just praying to the Most High that He put a lesson in my mind, man, and, within my spirit, and He did, man. So that's ultimately what we're gonna go into is a lesson that He gave me. It's called "Be Ready to the Kingdom," man. So we're gonna start in Second Esdras, the second chapter, and verse 33, and then we'll go from there. Second Esdras, chapter 2 and verse 33 says, "I Esdras received a charge of the Lord upon the Mount Oreb." And you go into that word charge. Charge basically means a command, right? And He commanded them what? That I should go unto Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught, and they despised the commandment of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah, right, man? And that's our people today, man. You know, Ezekiel was set into a rebellious house, man, and so on and so forth, man. Our people are rebellious. Our people, they don't care about, the Bible. They don't care about the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai. They just care about, being a part of the world. They care about doing the things in the world. They care about, following trends and so on and so forth, man. When it comes to righteousness, hey, these people don't know it, man. That's why it says, Jeremiah 4:22, for my people are foolish. They are shot as children, man. They're stupid, man. That's what that word, and the elder Apostle Gabar is constantly going into that, man. How our people are stupid, man. They're rebellious. They're sinful. This is what our people are, man. So of course, we got to understand that our people are not going to take, especially 2/3. You got the elect, the remnant out there that are going to take heed to His word. Which Lord will, we can all be part of the elect. But only the elect are going to take heed to this word. 2/3 of our people, they're not going to take heed to this word, man. You know, so you got to expect that most people are not going to take heed to this word, man. You have to expect that according to the scriptures, man. But verse 34, it says, "And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen," and He calls them, "O ye heathen," because a lot of our people, they act like the heathens, man. They eat shrimp, crab, lobster. They commit adultery. They get tattoos. They put on makeup, wear weaves. And all these other things, man. They want to be like the heathens so damn much that you might as well just call them heathens, man. A lot of our people even look like the heathens. They're still Israelites through lineage of their father, but they look like the heathens, man. And not only do they look like the heathens, they act like them too, man. But it says right here, "And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand." Right. So this is talking about our people that are basically going from, the heathenistic way, that are understanding, and hearing this law, such commandments, man. That this word is truly resonating with them, that they hear and they understand what's being told to them, man. It says, "Look for your shepherd," right? And our shepherd is Yahweh Shai. Let's go to John. Let's go to John. Um, let's go to John chapter 10. John chapter 10, I'll start at verse 11. This is the words of Yahweh Shai. It's in red letter, man. It says, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for his sheep." And that's exactly what Yahweh Shai did, man. Yahweh Shai, it says, "There's no greater love than a man shall lay down his life for his friends." And that's exactly what Yahweh Shai had done, man. He laid down his life, man, starting with the elect, man. Starting with the elect, the 144,000, the true prophets, man. But even though we tell Jacob, Jake, all this stuff, man, they still don't want to hear, man. But dropping down to verse 27, it says, because talking about going back to, the second Esdras, the second chapter, the 34th verse, it says, "Look for your shepherd." Actually, Slakia, going back to 33, it says that I should go into Israel, but when. Slakia, verse 4, the top of verse 34, it says, "Oh, therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand," right, man? Because those that are truly part of the elect, hey, they're gonna hear this word, they're gonna hear, Yahweh Shai, and they're going to go unto him, like it says in John 10:27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Right, man. So only the elect are gonna know, man. The rest of our people, hey, they're gonna choose death rather than life. They're not gonna choose, because Yahweh Shai says, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life," man. The rest of our people that don't hear this word, that don't take heed to this word, hey, they're gonna do what, man? they're gonna turn their back to this word. They're gonna despise the word, and they're gonna choose death. Now I want to grab that real quick, and then we'll come back. This is Jeremiah chapter 8 and Jeremiah chapter 8 and I'll start verse 3. Let me get to it real quick. Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 3. It says, Jeremiah 8 and 3, it says, and death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places where I have driven them, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashah host. Right. So those that don't hear, and they chose death, because at some point they did hear the voice, but what they do, they continue to walk past, man. They continue to, they cast that voice, that the voice went through one ear and out the other, man. It's basically what's going on, man. Whereas, a select group, a remnant of the nation of Israel, is going to hear the voice. They're going to hear this word and understand, and they're going to follow after Yahweh Shai, man. Going back to John 10 and 27, it says, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. Right, man. Going back to Second Esdras, the second chapter, 34th verse, it says, and therefore I say to you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd. And we know, again, that shepherd is Yahweh Shai. It says, he shall give you everlasting life, or it's like an everlasting rest. Look, it says, look for your shepherd. He shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand and shall come in the end of the world. Right, man. And we see those signs of Yahweh Shai's coming, man. We see those signs. Matter of fact, let me grab Matthew's, the 24th chapter, just to get into some of those signs of what we see. It's Matthew 24 and outside of verse 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of their coming in the end of the world? Right? It says, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right. And we hear about the wars and rumors of wars, man. You got little skirmishes between countries going on, here and there. You got America, and Russia going to bat. America and China going to bat, not full-fledged war, but you hear of them, basically preparing for war between each other. Now you have China, basically, allying up, and buddying up with Russia, against America and NATO, man. So we got these two heavy powers, getting together to come up against America. So that's that rumor of war that we're hearing right now. That's one of those signs, right? Verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right. And there's earthquakes happening all over the world, man. I remember Dabu 7, he did a video showing you about a earthquake that hit in Japan. And then he went to all the earthquakes that are happening in the world. Just a quick pan. He didn't name them all, but he just panned it. And there's thousands of earthquakes that are happening in the world almost, every day, if not weekly, man. You have hundreds upon thousands of earthquakes that are happening all over the world in diverse places, man. And it says pestilence, man, and famines. You got this famines happening, shortage of food. Hey, I was in the it's lucky, man. I keep wanting to yawn, man. This fucking flesh, man, is weak as hell. But so slacky for that, man. But I was in I went to the store last night after I got out of work, and I was at a Winco, and the Winco were all those little aisles, near the meat section and stuff like that, all those aisles that got all the meat, the chicken, the pork, the beef, the steak, so on and so forth. They were all empty. I'm talking about you had a remnant of meat left. Hey, Yabashima Shabaratam Shalom. Yeah, you had a remnant, of and what I was just saying, bro, was in Winco last night after I got out of work, I went to Winco, to grab a couple things, man, some juice and some water and some shit like that, man. And those aisles where the meat's at and stuff like that, back where the fish and stuff like that. Hey, all that was empty, man. All of it. I'm talking about all of it was empty. There was no meat, except for that, that back wall that has the ground beef and stuff like that, or where it has the steak, the chicken, the pork, and stuff like that. Those aisles that are right there. There was nothing there, man. There was absolutely nothing there. So when we talk about, when it says that these are some of those signs, hey, guess what? I'll read the verse again. This is Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquake in diverse places. Right, man. So we're seeing these things. We're seeing these signs, man. And they're getting heavy. This is the year what turning up, man. Yeah. Call all y'all busting no shot, man. Let's go, man. We almost out of here, man. But yeah, the we're in the time of these signs turning up. Everything's getting heavier. It's getting more noticeable. That these things are happening, man. And what do we have to do? We have to prepare for these things, right? Because it says right here, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. It means that there's going to be a time to come after these signs start to hit that's going to be worse than the latter, man, or worse than before, worse than these signs that we're seeing right now, which brings me to verse 21. It says, for then shall there be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Right. So after all these signs, and there's going to be another situation that's going to happen, which we know is the next prophecy, which is what? The hour of temptation, the charagma, man, being pushed. That's going to be that tribulation, Jacob's trouble, as it says in Jeremiah 30:7, Daniel's 12:1. This is going to be that time. This is that sorrow that's going to take place after a certain period of time of us seeing these signs and so on and so forth, man. This is what's coming next. This is what's coming next. But we know we know what's after that, man. Yahushua is gonna come, man. We got World War III, which Yahushua is gonna come in the midst of World War III being at its peak, man. Dropping down to verse 29, it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the son of the Salakia, immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Which those powers of heaven is going to what? These elites, man. They're going to be, they're shaking in their boots, man. And on top of that, they're going to go into captivity, man. Verse 30 says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, which is talking about Yahushua, man. It says, and then shall the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, which we know according in the Psalms. It says what? That he cometh, he maketh the clouds his chariots, man. It's lucky. He maketh the clouds his chariots. So he's coming, in those that fathership, with his army, as talked about in Revelations, the 19th chapter, man. His army that he's coming with that are gonna follow right behind him. It's gonna be thousands. It's gonna be millions upon millions of chariots that are gonna cover the sky, man. Scriptures talk about, behold, he come with clouds, and every eye shall see him, man. He's coming on that big ass fathership that's gonna be maybe 5, 6, 100 times the size of the earth, maybe, and then all those chariots, man, everybody's gonna see it, man, and it's gonna be beautiful. But what is he gonna do? He's coming to make war, and on top of that, deliver the elect from the four winds of the earth. In verse 31, it says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds and from one end of the heaven to the other. Right, and this time, as we read in second Esdras, the second chapter, right? In fact, I'll read it again. It says, and therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd. He shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand, that shall come in the end of the world. Right, Yahushua is right around the corner, man. Just like, Lord, will we be part of the elect? Our salvation is nearer than we believe, according to Revelations. It's like in Romans chapter 13 and verse 11, man. Our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. That's why I say it's high time to wake up, man. Wake out of that sleep. Wake up out, Wipe the crust out your eyes, man. You know, sit your ass up, drink some water, man. You know, this is the time to get ready, man. You know, this isn't the time to sit on your ass and not do shit, man. You know, that's why it says in the next verse, 2nd Esdras 2 and verse 35, it says, be ready to the reward of the kingdom, man. You know, it says, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. And I want to grab that word ready, you know, because that word ready, and I got my notes right here. The word ready goes into what? To prepare, make ready or suitable or equip in advance for a particular purpose or for some use or event, right? So what are we doing? We're equipping ourselves with that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is to ultimately make us ready, man. You know, let's drop that. Let's go to Matthew 25th chapter, and we'll start at verse 1. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 of them were foolish. Right, and those 5 wise are representative of the elect, and the 5 foolish are representative of the 2/3, man. You know, it says they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, and that oil is likened unto what? It's likened unto wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You know, because we need that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to get through the times that are to come, to get through Jacob's trouble, to get through the times that we're in right now. You know, like I said, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be a stability of thy times, man. You know, which again is that oil, man. You know, but I'll keep reading in verse 4. It says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. Meaning what? They gathered up this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You know, they were sitting here reading. They were sitting here, watching videos. They were sitting here, listening to the audio book, when they can, if possible, at work or whenever, man. You know, just studying, constantly studying, being in the spirit, man. You know, this is what they were doing, man. You know, it says, and while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. It says, and which ultimately goes into, us being in captivity, going through reincarnation and, through this captivity and other captivities, not having that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Verse 6, it says, and at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps, right? So meaning they were, getting ready. It says, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out. They didn't take the time, man. So when time comes, and they're going to be running to those that have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to seek it out, saying, hey, and they're going to be doing it at the last minute, man. The very last minute. Jake is a fucking procrastinator, man. Jake always wants to do shit at the last fucking minute and don't ever want to get something right then and there. Jake wants to wait till the prices go up to where demand is high and supply is down. That's when Jake really wants to do something, man. It says, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps, and the fools said unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go you rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. I mean, you should, go and get yourself, go and get your own, your oil, man. Go and get your own wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You don't want to do it, you don't want to prepare. So I ain't gonna, I only gathered up enough for me, me and my family, Scripture said, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? We only gather up enough for ourselves, man. As much as the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai will allow us to, man. As much as the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, has allotted us to, man. So we only got enough for ourselves, man. We can't walk your hand, hold your hand through Jacob's trouble, because we're gonna be needing help, man. We're gonna be looking to Yahweh Shem Shai. So how are we gonna take care of ourselves and take care of other men? No, that's not how it works, man. You have to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding yourself, man. Nobody can sit here and spoon feed it to you. This is how it is, man. And continue on verse 10, it says, but while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready, right, those that equipped that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, those that were sitting there preparing, but before that time, guess what? They were ready. They were able to go. They were already prepared, man. They had already equipped what they needed to equip in advance for that event. It says, verse 10 again, while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. That's like going to just a concert, man. Some very celebrity. You have to buy the tickets. The tickets sell out fast, right? So you have to buy the tickets beforehand. Because when you go to the actual event, you try to buy tickets then, and there's not going to be no tickets. So you're not going to be able to get into the gate. You know, so you have to buy the tickets beforehand. This is what it's likened unto, man. You know, just to break it down into layman's terms, man. You know, if there was a celebrity, let's say fucking Jay-Z or some shit, you know, somebody who's, you know, people love to go watch or whatever, man. If he's coming to town and he's you know, he's you know, he's taking over the Cardinal Stadium, hey, what do you got to do, man? You got to go and buy tickets beforehand, knowing that it's gonna, you know, there's millions of people that want to go and see him, you know, but only a group, you know, can fill up the stadium, man. You know, so you have to buy your tickets beforehand. You have to prepare. You have to understand. Okay, this is how much it costs. This is what I got to do. I might have to work a couple hours the next week, this, that, and the third, because you know in advance. You know when that celebrity's coming. You know, happen, or there's only so many seats that can be filled up, this, and the third. So what do? You go and you get the ticket. You go and you work your extra hours you need to. You go and you buy your ticket because you know damn well it's going to be expensive, you know, and you save up an extra because you know you got to buy drinks, food, you know, whatever, you know. So you go and you work that extra hour. You put in that extra work, you know, so you can buy the ticket so that way you can get in the gate. And well, this is what it's saying, man. You have to prepare beforehand. You can't sit there and come at the last minute and thinking you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna be getting in the gate. No, man, that's not you. That's not you being ready. That's not you preparing. You know, because going in, you know, you know, to be ready is to prepare, man. You know, you have to prepare in order to be ready. You know, so therefore, a lot of our people, hey, they're not getting themselves ready, man. They're not equipping what is necessary, you know, to have in advance for the event that is coming, man. You know, or people are just sitting on their ass, you know, thinking that they're gonna be cool, man. That they're gonna be able to, you know, when shit happens, oh, they're gonna be covered, man, by the blood of Jesus. You know, come on, man. Let's fucking bug the hell out, man. You know, you ain't covered by shit, man. You know, only those that take heed to this word, those that hear and understand, are gonna be covered. You know, in that time, and they're gonna have the hedge of protection from Yahweh Bashim Shai, you know, around them, man. You know, they're gonna have that protection from on high, man. You know, and that's heavy, man. You know, continue on, verse 11. It says, afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. Why? Because you didn't want to, like it says, my sheep hear my voice, and they follow me. You know, they know their shepherd. They know who their leader is. You know, so if you don't hear his voice, then guess what? You're not his sheep. You know, and you say, I don't know you. You're not part of my sheepfold, man. You know, and I remember the brother Yawana, man. He's on the comment board. He showed me a video of these sheep, you know, sitting in the way of this you know, this road, and the people pull up with their car, and they're sitting there trying to call the sheep to the side and move them, and this, that, and the third, and they won't move. They won't budge. But when the shepherd comes, hey, what happens? He just whistles, and they all move. They all move. Why? So they're not going to hear, you know what I mean? They're not going to hear no one else except for their shepherd. Why? Because they know him. And those sheep that don't know, which it didn't, you know, didn't show that in the video, but those sheep that don't know who the shepherd is, guess what they're going to do? They're going to continue to stand in that spot, man. You know, and not listen to you know, a stranger, you know, you know, because that's what Yahushua would be likened unto in their eyes. Yahushua is a stranger to them, so they're not going to listen to a stranger, man. You know, well, Yahushua is looking at them like, okay, well, I'm not a stranger. You're the strangers, you know, and you're going to have to go, you know, because if you don't know me, then you don't know shit, you know, because Yahushua came in the volume of the book. So those that understand and read this, you know, eat this whole roll, hey, those are the ones that are Lord willing going to get delivered, man. Everybody else is fucked, man, you know, and that's just how it's going to be, man, you know. I'll read verse 12 again. Matthew 25, verse 12. It says, but he answered and said unto you, verily I say unto you, I know you not. It says, watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. Right, because also being prepared is to watch, man, to watch and pay attention to what's going on around you, man. You know, and this is what we need to do. The scriptures tell you to walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, man. You know, those 5 wise virgins, you know, getting this oil, man, paying attention to what's going on and saying, okay, cool, we know what time it is. We know this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. Hey, we need to get this wisdom knowledge to understand it now, you know. We need to get it now, not later. Scriptures tell you, you know, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, man. Put not off from day to day, you know. So hey, we got to get it now, man. We understand what's going on. We understand what's coming. We understand the events that are going to take place, you know, because we're seeing some events take place, and we know that these are only the beginning of sorrows, man. So what do we got to do? We got to prepare. We got to get ready. We got to get whatever we got to get in order to get the hell up out of here, man. You know? Yeah, that's a lesson right here. Get what you got to get up out of here. You know? Might be a simple title for a lesson, but still nonetheless, man. You know? But let me go back to Second Esdras, the second chapter, and verse 35. It says, "Be ready to the reward of the kingdom." And the reward is what, man? The kingdom. Everlasting rest. You know? The scripture, you know, verse 34 says, "Look for your shepherd, and he shall give you everlasting rest." That's the reward, man. Because you can go into Second Esdras, the matter of fact, let me pull it up. Second Esdras, the 8th chapter, and this is a characteristic of what the kingdom is going to be like, man. Second Esdras chapter 8 and verse, and verse 52, it says, "For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, and the time to come is prepared. Plenteous is made ready, a city is builded, which is a kingdom." It says, "And rest is allowed." So in the kingdom, you're going to get rest, man. You know, when Yahushua comes to deliver up, you know, the elect from the four corners of the earth, and he's going to give them what? Everlasting rest, man. You know, everlasting rest. That's why it tells you, Micah 2 and 10, "Arise and depart, for this is not your rest," man. You know, which goes back into, you know, I'm gonna finish this out. It says, "Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom," but it goes back into Second Esdras, the 36th chapter, 32nd Esdras, the second chapter, 36th verse. I'm gonna finish off verse 35, and then I'll read verse 36. It says, "Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly." That's why it says, "Arise and depart, for this is not your rest, man." You know, we have to not be a part of this world. We can't be, you know, indulging in the same acts as this world, because this world is destroyed, man. You know, this world has, you know, there's no glory here, man. Second Esdras, what is that? Second Esdras, the 7th chapter, and right here, 7 and verse 40. Okay, verse 42. It says, Second Esdras 7. Is it? So, okay, Second Esdras chapter 7, verse 42. It says, "He answered me and said, This present life is not the end where much glory doth abide." This place is wicked, man. There's no glory. There's no praise of Yahweh Bashim El Shah. There's no worship of Yahweh Bashim El Shah. There's no fame here, man. You know, we're on the very fucking bottom, man. You know, so of course we ain't got no fame, man. You know, it says, "Therefore have they prayed for the weak." You know, but it says right here, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past," man. You know, so yes, this place is going to be destroyed, man. You know, so we have to flee the shadow of this world, man. And what be is not be conformed to the image of the world, but be conformed to the image of the Son, which is Yahweh Shai, man. Scriptures say to walk even as he walked, man. You know, and he was perfect. You know, we have to strive to be perfect through faith, man. You know, following Yahweh Shai to the best of our ability, man. Following the law, such commandments to the best of our ability, you know, and having faith, man. You know, faith is the key. Faith is what's going to deliver us out of here, man. You know, having faith in Yahweh Shai, having faith in Yahweh Shai, that's what's going to get us out of here, man. You know, not following the law. You know, the law can't save us, man, but our faith. You know, that's what it says in Second Esdras, the 9th chapter, the 7th verse, man. You know, it says, "Shall be saved by thy works and by thy faith, whereby ye have believed," man. You know, so by our faith, man, and by our works is what? Proving our faith, man. You know, by following the law, such commandments to the best of our ability, you know, and getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you know, getting that oil, you know, this is what's going to get us the hell up out of here, man. You know, it says, right, it says, but verse 43 again, Second Esdras 7 and 43, "But the day of doom," which is going to be what? The day Yahweh Shai comes, man. You know, because at the same time there's going to be ICBM nuclear missiles flying from these other nations on America, you know, and Yahweh Shai coming in that fathership with the, you know, his army, sending down those laser beams, tearing everything the fuck up from the east to the west, man. You know, that's going to be the day of doom, man. You know, so it shall be the end of this time and the beginning of the immortality to come, wherein corruption is past, right? Because this place where evil is sown has to be, has to pass away. You know, according to Second Esdras, the fourth chapter, verse 28 and 29, this place has to pass away so the kingdom can come, man. You know, it says, verse 44, it says, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that has gotten the victory. Right. And the elect are the ones that are going to receive that victory, man. Why? Because they prepared, man. They have prepared. They got ready. They equipped what they needed to get in order to be able to get through the times, man, which is what? Getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and having faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Trusting and believing in Yahweh Shem Shai. Those are the things that are going to help you get the hell up out of here, man. And that's the only way that you can truly prepare, is by taking heed to this word, man, and having faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. That's all you need. That's the only ingredients you need in order to be able to get the hell up out of here, man. Mixed with, your works, proving your faith, because you got to prove it. You got to prove your faith. You can't just say I have faith. Faith without works is dead, man. So you got to have those works, man. Which again, when you mention faith, works goes hand in hand with it, man. So really you need, faith, which is mixed with works and this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. That's what's going to get you the hell up out of here, man. So let's go back and verse Second Esdras 2 and verse 36. It says, flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. Right, man. And that glory that we're going to receive is that praise and fame in every land. As talked about, I think it's Zephaniah, man. We're going to receive that praise and fame in every land, man. Why? Because because of Yahweh Shem Shai, because we worship and praise and have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, where he's going to give us that praise and fame, man. And it's going to be beautiful, man. It's going to be it's going to be beautiful. Verse 37, it says, receive the gift that is given you and be glad. Give thanks unto him that hath called you to the heavenly kingdom. Right, man. And this is why, we're called. This is many are called, few are chosen. And that's why we're sitting here giving diligence to make our calling and election sure, man. So that way we can receive the kingdom, man. And by doing what we're doing, by continuing to have faith, continue to show our faith, continue to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Hey, guess what, man? It gives us, an edge up, on being chosen, man. Than the rest of the people that ain't doing shit, man. We're out here getting ready. We're out here preparing, for the kingdom to come. Getting what we need in advance. Scriptures talk about what? Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready, right? Hey, well, guess what? We're staying ready, man. We're continuing to call upon the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, even in the smallest of trials, the smallest of temptations. So that way, and practicing calling upon that name, man. That way in the time of trouble, we can call upon that name for real, for real. I mean, we're still doing it now, but we're going to really, 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 really need Yahweh Shem Shai in those days, man. And that's, and I'm not trying to take away of, us needing Yahweh Shem Shai now. We need him at all times, but how much more, are we going to need him, in those times, man? When we need him in small times, how much more are we going to need Yahweh Shem Shai in the greater times, the beginning, the actual sorrows, man, So you got to prepare, man. Scriptures tell you to watch ye therefore. And matter of fact, let me grab that, man. We'll end it out right there. Luke 21, and I'll start at verse 34. I love that. I love these precepts, man. Luke 21, verse 34 says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your heart be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares. Right, man. You got to examine yourself, man. Examine yourself whether you be in the faith or not, man. It's what you need to do. You constantly be, examining. Okay, am I ready? Am I doing what's necessary? Am I getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? Am I doing, am I pleasing Yahweh Shem Shai? Which we'll never know until, obviously that day, But sometimes he'll throw you, he'll throw you a bone. He'll show you a sign like, hey, you're doing good. You're on track. So he'll throw you a 144 or 444. You'll have something, saying, I don't know, man. Whatever, something will pop up, man. You'll know when you see it, man. A sign, The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai said, signs follow them which believe, man. So ultimately Yahweh Shem Shai will throw you a quick little sign, man. He speaks to us through these signs, man. But verse 35 says, for as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell upon the face of the whole earth, and it's going to come upon really the wicked, man, because that's what these things are for. It's for the wicked, man, so that way the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai can purge the earth of the wickedness and bring forth righteousness, man. It's going to come upon you, those that don't believe, those that don't listen, those that don't, take heed to what's being told, those that don't hear the voice of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Verse 36, it says, watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Right, man. And that's what we need to do, man. Watch, constantly be, on our watch, constantly be looking around, walking circumspectly, man, doing what's necessary, getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so that way we can get the hell up out of here, man. We need to get what we need to get the hell up out of here, man. That's just the, the bottom line of it, man. If you're not getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding now, hey, guess what? You're not preparing, man. And that means you're not going to be ready. If you're not preparing, that means you ain't going to be ready. We need to be ready to the kingdom, man. We need to be ready for the kingdom. And that's beforehand. You can't get ready for something at that moment. You got to get ready beforehand, man. When you got a job interview, what do? You take your shower, you get your little smell goods on, this and the third, man. You get your little, your dress, your good dresses on, not dresses, but your good attire on, you prepare before, y'all little, pre-jitters out, man, and you go into that interview and you nail it, man, but you can't sit there and at the time of your interview is supposed to be there, and then you decide to get ready. It's not how it works, man. We need to get ready beforehand, man. Watch, pay attention, get this wisdom to understand, and pray, man. Mandatory that you pray. So this is what we need to do, man, in order to get the hell up out of here, man. And if you're not watching, like a snare shall come upon all you that dwell upon the earth, man. From Esau all the way down to you 2/3, man, that want to be just like these damn heathens, man. But hey, man, that's all I really got, man, through the spirit, man. Lord Will was edifying. Lord Will straight to the point. Lord Will's on track. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Al-Shah, Ba'ashim Al-Kakadash. A double honors to the other apostles and the other bishops of Great Millstone, who very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel and truth and sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh Ba'ashim Al-Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election Yahweh Ba'ashim Al-Shai, Lord willing, upon your houses. I'll say Kwame Yasharala and above all shalom.